Heyo, it is I, your coach Melanie Black, and tonight we're going to be talking about one of my absolute favorite subjects, how to fix your squat. So the squat can be very elusive and very painful for some people, but it doesn't need to be. And in fact, you can fix it like right now, today, with a wall. Yeah, that's all you need for reals. So I'm going to go over just a couple of quick things as far as like knee pain goes. Always see your doctor, of course. There's many different reasons for knee pain, but if you're experiencing knee pain with the squats, chances are you're just doing the squat wrong. And by correcting your form on the squat, you may be able to do them both pain-free and to full depth. So if these are things you have struggled with, getting down to full depth on your squat, challenging yourself appropriately in the squat without hurting your knees, then definitely watch this video. I'm going to give you my major tip for fixing squats super fast, and also a bonus tip for a little bit of troubleshooting. So keep in mind as we're talking about this, the knee joint here, it's got, we've got the tibia on the bottom, the femur on the top, and then we've got these slidey bits in between, the meniscus, okay? And what we're looking at, let's go ahead and get into the 3-cam view here. All right. A lot of people, when they're having difficulty with the squat, what they're doing is they are jutting the knees forward like this, okay? So when you're jutting the knees forward like this, you are putting this outward sliding pressure on the meniscus, on that kneecap, rather than having it fold and taking that pressure off. So while this might seem like the right thing to do, jutting the knees forward, it is actually bringing the hips down and keeping those shins relatively straight so that the kneecap can do that nice little slidey bit like it's supposed to. So how the heck is the wall going to help us with that? It's going to help us with that because it's going to limit the amount of space we have to go off the rails with this thing. So I have down target. When you are just beginning, you can put a kettlebell down there. I've got a yoga block down there right now. You want to go barefoot for this. You want to have a wall. You want to be in your bare feet so that you can feel what's going on here. What you're going to do, you're going to stand with your toes 6 to 8 inches away from the wall. The closer the better, but also it can be a little bit intimidating and a little bit challenging if you have never done this before. So you're going to stand facing the wall with the target right underneath you here. You're going to look, well, you don't want to look straight at the wall. You'll make yourself dizzy. Look just kind of like down towards your chest, or your, the gaze down, but the head straight forward. We do not want to look side to side. Nice open posture. And then you are going to begin to squat. Now, if you're squatting wrong, there's only so far you can go before you hit the wall. So what we want to do is come down and not face plant into the wall. And once we are down and not face planting into the wall, we're going to reach for that target down below. And then when we tap it, we're going to come up. So having the wall here limits your ability to go wrong with the squat. And it really forces your hips into this up and down movement. A lot of times when people are doing a squat wrong, they're doing it like a deadlift. They are feeling like, oh, I'm getting really low, but my hips are going back and forth. Now, the wall can fix your deadlift too. I go over that in a separate video where you can push your hips back to the wall. But the big difference between a deadlift and a squat is on a deadlift, your hips are going back and forth. It's a hip hinge. On a squat, the hips are going down and up, okay? So once you have successfully reached the target, you can do a lower target. You can get a little closer to the wall and go again. Open chest, bringing those hips straight down, tapping the target. Okay. So this might feel really challenging in the muscles. That's okay. That's where we want the challenge. We want the challenge in the muscles, not in the knee joint itself. Okay. Now, if your knees are still bothering you on this, the one other thing that you want to pay attention to is that your knees are not collapsing inwards as you go here. So it's a little bit harder to get those knees to collapse inwards on the squat when you're in front of the wall, but it's not impossible. And we do not want the knees to collapse inwards. We want to make sure that the knees are pressing out, that's going to engage the glutes. The gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in the body. We want it to support our squats. So if you're still having trouble keeping those knees out, take this little stretchy band. They come in all different shapes and sizes, and there's one specifically made to put around your thighs for the squat. This one I'm just doubling up here. And put it right above your knees, and as you're squatting, keep tension on the band. If you find that the band goes slack or falls down, then you're not keeping tension on the bands. That means that you're leveraging against your knee joint to create the movement rather than working the muscles to create the movement. So if you're still having trouble with your squat form, band around the knees, target feet 6 to 8 inches away from the wall, and bring it on down. And that will fix your squat. Okay, try it out. Try it out. Let me know what you think, what you need help with. You can go ahead and drop your comments down below. Let me know what your struggles with the squat have been. If you've had struggles, you can use this same technique to improve any squat stance, your narrow, wide, sumo squat. In general, you always want to have all that weight on the heels. Yes, there is a version of the squat called the sissy squat where you come up onto the toes and let those knees come forward, but this is not recommended for most people. You're going to get a lot more muscle engagement, a lot more benefit by keeping the heels down and getting those hips to move up and down. And to do that, you take that wall and you let it limit your range of motion and really challenge yourself. See how close to the wall you can get without touching it. Try to get your toes all the way up to the wall. Can you do it? Try it out and let me know. If you can do it, comment down below. Let me know that you tried this out. If you would like more coaching with me, you can join the Nerd Gym, www.thenerdgym.com, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.